Hey guys, Professor Noobivore here, and welcome to my first how-to video. Decided to go ahead and do a video to explain how I created my Skyblock using the Xbox 360 in the new 1.8.2 update. So as you can tell, I am on a super flat world, and I am in creative at this moment because unfortunately creative is the only way that you can set up the Skyblock. So one thing to keep in mind, anything you do while playing on a Skyblock is going to have to be without leaderboard or achievements, because that's just the way it is when you create a world in creative mode. Now, first of all, in case you haven't watched any of my Skyblock videos or anyone else's, Skyblock is a challenge map that was originally created for the PC version of Minecraft, and it's basically the intent of it is to put yourself in a position with limited resources, and you have to use a bit of creativity and logical thinking to accomplish a series of challenges. So first of all, I've set up a little board over here with the challenges, and as you can see, this is Skyblock Survival Challenge Objectives. Okay, so let's just go over these real quickly. There are a total of 30 objectives from the original map. Number 1, build a cobblestone generator. Number 2, build a house. Number 3, expand the island, and I'll explain that in a little bit. Number 4, make a melon farm. Number 5, make a pumpkin farm. Number 6, make a sugarcane farm. Number 7, a wheat farm. Number 8, make a giant red mushroom. Number 9, build a bed. Number 10, make 40 stone bricks. Number 11, make at least 20 torches, and I guarantee you will make a lot more than 20, but that's the objective. Number 12, make an infinite water source. Number 13, build a furnace. Number 14, make a small lake. Number 15, make an area 24 blocks away from your island for mobs to spawn. Number 16, make 10 mushroom stews. Number 17, make 10 jack-o'-lanterns. Number 18, build 10 bookshelves. Number 19, make 10 bread, not build 10 bread. Number 20, cook 10 fish, and that would be from the lake that you make. And then you're going to make 10 green wool blocks, 10 black wool blocks, 10 gray wool blocks, 10 light gray wool blocks, 10 lime green wool blocks, 10 red wool blocks, 10 yellow wool blocks, 10 pink wool blocks. Now, the last two objectives are considered to be optional. Number 29 is to collect 10 ender pearls, meaning you have to kill enough endermen to get that. And number 30, this is the only objective left that is still not available for this current upgrade, and that is to build 10 snow golems. Now, if you're not sure what snow golems are, they are definitely not available in this Xbox version at this time, but they're made using snow blocks and pumpkins. So I put that on there just for the sake of completion, but it is not available, or it's not possible for this particular version. So, alright. Now, obviously, Skyblock, the term is pretty self-descriptive. The Skyblock is going to be in the sky. Okay? So, in order to set it up, the first thing you need to do is you need to pick a good spot. Now, if you've watched my Skyblock videos, you know you're going to want to be pretty far away from your original spawn point, because one of the most important things of a Skyblock is a cobblestone generator, which uses lava. And the way this game is set up, no matter how far above your original spawn point, if you try to place down lava, the game's not going to let you. So you need to be far enough away from the spawn point to where that's not a possibility. Now, bear with me here, because I'm not super comfortable with creative mode. I haven't really played around with it all that much, so I may be a little fumbly with the buttons here. What we need to make a Skyblock, you need sand, you need dirt, you need grass blocks, you also need a piece of bedrock, which is right there, and then you're going to need, let's see, you're going to need one sapling. Actually, you probably may need more than one sapling to get the desired effect. You need a chest, Excuse me. Let's see. Yeah, you need a chest, you need a bone, you need string, which is... Again, I'm not super familiar with where everything is on the creative mode, so I'm going to have to go kind of hunt these things down here. Where is string? I see cobweb, but that's not what I'm looking for. There it is. Okay. Got string. We got... So you're going to need a melon slice. Oh, okay. Bear with me here. Let me move some of the stuff into my inventory. This is one of the weaknesses of the creative mode in this version, I think. Let's see. You know what? Let's go ahead and build the island itself, and then we'll worry about what's going to be in the chest. So, you need to start off with the sand in your inventory, and the dirt, and the bedrock. Now, yes, you can fly, but unfortunately you don't have the ability to place blocks in midair, so you're going to have to do this the hard way, and basically climb up. Now, you want to go at least 50 blocks up. Now, considering a super flat world is basically 3 blocks above bedrock, if you look on the map, you'll see the y-coordinate, which is your height from bedrock, is only at 5. So you've got a lot of room above you to work with. So you want to go about 50 blocks up so that you have enough room above you and below you to build both ways. Okay, that's 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Alright. Now I'm going to go to flying right here, just so I don't fall off and have to go back up. Alright, so what you're going to do, right there, you're going to place a piece of bedrock. Now, in the original PC version, they used a third-party program to set that as your spawn point, and that's why you had the bedrock in there. So it's not as crucial in this version, but it's still good to have there as sort of like an anchor point. So around that, you're going to place some blocks. Yep, let's see. And it's going to be in a 3x3 square. Let's see. Alright. Then you're going to put another 3x3 square here. And then in an L shape, you're going to put a third 3x3 square. That's the lowest level of the Skyblock Island. Now, on the second level, you're going to put a single sand block in the middle of each of the 3x3 squares, with one of them being on top of the bedrock, and then you're going to surround those with dirt. Alright. And that's layer 2. Now the third and final layer, you're going to use grass blocks. Now this is one of the things, originally with doing Skyblocks on the Xbox 360, this was one of the weaknesses, because you couldn't place grass blocks. So you had to try and figure out a more conventional way to get glass up to the Skyblock, which was just a pain in the neck. But with Creative, you can place them. Alright. And there is the basic shape of your Skyblock Island. Now, what you're going to do, once you have the island built, you're going to pull out your chest and your sapling. On one L leg, you're going to put down the chest right in the middle, and on the other, in the far corner, you're going to put down a sapling, and you're going to use your bone meal to grow it. Now, originally this was set up with a 6-block tall tree, meaning there were a total of 6 wood blocks available. If you want, you can continue to try to do that. I mean, depending on what you get. And I don't even know why. Yeah, I'll see. I'll stick with the bones because I'm going to need one for the chest, but I'm going to grab bone meal too, since crafting's not really workable in creative. Now, depending on what you get, you could get... Okay, that's a perfect tree right there. See, 1, 2... I'm back here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Believe that. Yeah, that's a 6 tall tree right there. So that's perfect. Now, if you get a large tree, like a giant tree with 10 to 20 pieces of wood in it, I would not stick with that if it were me. I mean, because that technically you could consider that to be gaining an unfair advantage, but then again, it's randomly generated. So I guess if you do it that way, it's up to you. So this is the basic structure of the Skyblock Island. And I'm going to go down here and get rid of the sand. And this is why I used sand instead of another material. Because you can do that, which is always fun to watch. Wow, that's a lot of sand. My goodness. Alright, now, so you've separated the Skyblock from the area below, so now let's go up here and we'll set up the resources that you're allowed to have at the beginning of the challenge. So, let's see. Move all this stuff up into my upper inventory. And let's see, we need some pumpkin seeds. We need a melon slice. We need sugar cane. We need ice blocks. We need a lava bucket. And let's go ahead and put that in. Alright, so this is the way that the original Skyblock chest was set up. So we're going to have 12 pieces of string. 10, 11, 12. We're going to have one lava bucket. And I am consulting a picture from the internet for how things were actually placed. You got one bone. You got one piece of sugarcane. On the next line, and we'll have to grab these out. Let's see. There we go. You got one red mushroom. One brown mushroom. You got 2 ice blocks. Pumpkin seeds, 1. And then on the bottom, you've got 1 melon slice. And the last thing that I forgot to grab, 1 cactus. Alright. And there you go. That is your Skyblock chest. So at this point, what you would do is, if you're ready to go, you would exit out of the game, saving, go back in as survival. And since you saved up here, you would automatically be up here, and at that point, it's game on. You are not able to return to the surface for anything. And basically, the biggest rule with Skyblock is if you fall off, obviously, if you're in survival mode, that would kill you. And anything left in your inventory would be lost. Now, in order to make that a valid challenge, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make a bed. Because, again, you can't set your spawn point in the Xbox version without using a bed. Okay, there it is. Like, where'd my Skyblock go? The only way to set your spawn point to an area other than the original is to make a bed. So the first thing you're going to want to do, first challenge you're going to want to complete is to make a bed and sleep in it, so that if you do fall off, you'll respawn back on the island instead of down here. Now, the only other thing to think about whether or not you want to do, and this is why I set this up, because for some reason they decided not to follow the PC rules when setting up super flat worlds, you can't break the bottom layer of bedrock. Now, in the PC version, you can, and I'm not sure why they decided to go that way, because when I was originally intending to do this, I was going to actually clear out a huge square around where my island was so that it was actually void. Now, number one, that keeps me from cheating, because, you know, sometimes if you're building low enough and you don't happen to fall enough blocks to kill yourself, then theoretically you're still alive. But if there's nothing below you, you fall in the void. Even if it's a few blocks, you're still dead. The other advantage to having it that way is it controls how much stuff is going to spawn up there when you start making like mob grinders and areas for animals to spawn. Now, in my Skyblock series, I actually set a huge layer of half slabs all around where my Skyblock is to control the spawning of mobs. Now, I'm not 100% sure how effective that's going to be, because I haven't set up those other things yet, but it was a lot of work. The other thing you could do is you could dig out a square around, and this is why I did this, and use water buckets to make a single high, deep water all the way around, because nothing can spawn in water, but if you fall from a great height into a single block of water, you're still going to die. So that's purely your preference if you want to set it up that way. It is still some work, but it's not quite as much work as laying down a huge layer of half slabs for 500 blocks in all directions. So anyways, guys, go ahead and come back up to my Skyblock up here. So that's it. That's how you make a Skyblock. So if you're wanting to make a Skyblock for yourself, get in there with creative on a super flat world, make you one, and you're good to go. As always, if you have enjoyed this video, please comment, subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to be working on some ideas for some new how-to videos, so if you have any ideas of any other how-tos that you'd like to see, because this was actually requested by some of my subscribers, let me know, and Professor Nubivore will be on the task of getting those set up for you as well. In the meantime, if you have enjoyed this video, please slap that like button like it's a teacher who just doesn't listen to you. Have a great day, guys. Thank you very much.